Alright, what's going on, guys? Try back again. Here to bring you another video. This video is going to be going over the first screenshots and gameplay footage for the Walking Dead Survival Instinct video game. Okay, so if you guys don't know what this is, basically this is the next Walking Dead video game that's going to be hitting for most consoles. I think it's going to be coming out for PS3, Xbox. I'm not sure whether or not it's going to be coming out for computer, for PC or not. That I can't remember. But this one is not related to the first video game that was released last year, and they're doing the episodes, each episode of it. This one's going to be a first-person shooter, and it's going to follow Daryl. Daryl and Merle's going to be in it as well, but he is not going to be playable as far as I know, or as far as they've said so far in the interviews and that kind of stuff. I will include a link in the description with a lot of information about it. It has sort of a write-up on it, and also the video that IGN did with Terminal Reality, who are the makers of this game, and it's got a few screen caps so you guys can go ahead and see it. I don't want to post them in this video because IGN might get mad at me for doing so and claim copyright. Now, Terminal Reality has made quite a few games. Just looking at their list here of games. Been making games since 1995, started with Terminal Velocity. Let's see, what do they got here? Monster Truck Madness, Fly, Blair Witch Project, don't remember that. 4x4 Evolution, kind of remember ads for that. Blood Rain, I remember that one. Roadkill Blowout, Blood Rain 2, Eon Flux, let's see, Ghostbusters the video game, SNK Arcade Classics, Metal Slug Anthology. I remember Ghostbusters, the video game, as being very good when it was released. A lot of people like that game a lot because Ghostbusters are really cool. He plays the rookie in that, and not a lot of new Ghostbusters content coming out since the movies have stopped and there's no cartoon show or anything for it. They also did Connect for Star Wars Connect. I don't remember. I haven't played that or anything, so I don't know too much about that. And then they're going to be doing this game, The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. So I do think that it's going to be pretty good. The gameplay, it does look good. The visuals, the graphics look pretty top notch. Better than the other Walking Dead video game, quite a bit from Telltale or Telltale gaming. So the graphics obviously would be better. It's going to be first person, so you'll be able to shoot and use knives in first person as Daryl. Use shotguns. Probably obviously the crossbow. Have to be able to use the crossbow. And it says here that it is a single-player campaign type of game. Experience the world of The Walking Dead through the eyes of fan favorite Daryl Dixon. So it doesn't look like there'll be any kind of multiplayer in the game at all. Seems kind of like it'll be sort of a first-person shooter, but also have that adventure type element to it and storytelling. Supposed to be right before the events of the show, so the sort of the part of Daryl's story that we have never seen, which is from the time the zombie apocalypse outbreak starts to the point where we see him and Merle as part of Shane and Shane's group, really, when Rick arrives, or just before for Merle, before he gets there, just the beginning of the series. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how they fill that in. Now, whether or not you want to consider it to be canon with the TV show is kind of another story. I don't personally consider it to be canon because it's not written by Robert Kirkman or any of the writers in the television series, and is going to be written by the game designers, all the choices and all the things that happen in it. So it's not exactly canon, but it's still kind of fun to sort of get to play through that. And it does seem like from the interview that I'll post a link to below with IGN that the game developers are looking at the series very closely, the comic book and TV series very closely, and sort of developing the game around that so that it matches up well with the TV series and everything kind of floats in sync. So if you want to think of it as the official story of Daryl before, the TV series, I guess that's okay unless, the TV series ever decides to do something that would change that, which I don't think they ever will, because they're more, obviously going forward with the story. They don't do a lot of flashbacks, especially since Frank Darabont's gone. They haven't done almost any flashbacks to anything like that at all, really. In Season 3, we haven't had one flashback, have we? Not even one. Season 2, we didn't have many either, if any. Can't remember. So yeah, it'll be only single player, no multiplayer. It says a unique style of gameplay that blends first-person shooter action with resource management for a focus on surviving the undead nightmare. So that sounds like a lot of fun. I don't think they could have picked a better character for us to play as the main character than Daryl. It would be cool if they included some of the other characters as playable, like maybe Rick or Shane or any of these other characters. But if they had to choose just one, I guess it makes sense to play as Daryl because it'll be just a lot different from what we've seen in the TV series and should be a lot of fun. It says authentic character design and frighteningly realistic animations. Walkers look, move, and react to sights, sounds, and smells just the way they do in the television series or comic book. So that's cool. An emphasis on survival. Every threat needs to be assessed and every situation analyzed. Players will choose whether to stay and fight while risking a gruesome death or using stealth to avoid the undead. Resources are scarce and scattered. Gamers will have to not only ration supplies but carefully consider their food, medical needs, ammunition, and other goods, as survival in the game is based upon wit and intellect more so than simple sheer skill. So that sounds kind of cool that they're going to mix in some strategy elements with it too, so that it sounds like based on, you'll have like a group of survivors and you have to manage like all the different resources like gas, food, health, energy, all that different kind of stuff, maybe ammunition as well, weapons, and you get to play as probably not just Daryl, but maybe others as well. I'm not sure if you can create your own character. You probably can't, but that would be cool if you could. However, I'll let you guys take a look at it. That's pretty much all I got to say about it so far. It looks great. It looks great. Really excited for it, and I'm definitely going to probably pick it up. There is no official release date yet. We know it's going to be this year, 2013, coming up. But we don't know exactly when. Probably, I don't know, maybe around late spring, early summer, as long as it doesn't get pushed back too far or anything. I'm definitely excited. Gonna play as Daryl for sure and do this one. People have asked me sometimes to do gaming videos, but the problem is with them is that, number one, I'm not part of a gaming network, so I could get in trouble for using content of video games. Just overall, I could actually get in trouble for that. And second of all, I don't have a gaming machine good enough to do real-time capture while I'm playing at the same time. I can run most games, but I don't have the ability to capture them and keep the frame rate good. I have tested it a little bit before. So the combination of those two things is why I haven't, or are why I haven't gotten into doing gaming videos. If I did, I'd have to post them in another channel anyway, and realistically, most of my subscribers probably wouldn't watch it anyway. But I may do a review of the game once it comes out, once I've played it a bit, and all that kind of stuff. The other video game, a lot of people have asked me to review, but I'm way behind on the episodes. I haven't, I probably will never catch up at this point because I'm so busy. But, it's kind of something I played around with in my mind. But there's a lot of people who do gameplay, videos of them. So maybe I'll just watch some of those and do reviews of those after. We'll see. I'll decide maybe a little later on. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. I think the game is going to be a lot of fun. Going to be great. This is Trev saying peace.